Hi everyone. We promised that we was going to go live today in response to one of the sisters asked us to do a short video, if we could, on some of the symptoms that come with spiritual awakening, some of the things that you might experience. There are a lot of things. So we were talking about this earlier on, and yeah, we just thought it would be good if we did this together. So we'll just see if we wait, see who's gonna come in.
Hey guys.
Or we might just start. Okay. So yeah. For me, one of the first physical experience I had that came from spiritual awakening was shakes. I don't know if anyone gets that, but literal vibration, like my whole body vibrating from the inside out.
Say it like this.
Go.
Something like that. I don't know if you can see that.
There's something.
But it's just a vibration, like.
Something a bit like that, yeah. So yeah, literal shakes, and it would come at a time when I was starting to feel really passionate about something. I was really coming into my own, and it seemed as if I was like going through some sort of anxiety, but overcoming it at the same time. And in that moment, I was like really trembling. I'm thinking to myself, fucking, I hope no one could mention this. And of course, no one ever did mention it, apart from those who really actually cared about me. And I was like, Serena, you're right, you're shaking. I'm thinking after that, fucking hell, man, like everyone can see me shaking. But it's okay. We just like I just literally went over that anyway. So that was one bit, I guess, helpful point there was helping to banish the ego. It's like something's happening to me now, and it's really beautiful, and I don't give a fuck if I'm shaking or not. What I'm saying, what I'm doing is really lovely, and I'm really growing, and I'm growing with every word and every action that I do. So yeah, kind of got all of that, and then so that really became yeah. So hi Eddie. Yeah. So what the first symptom I mentioned was shakes, like vibration. So now some people get this. You know, if you suffer from depression, anxiety, or any kind of so-called mental health issue like that, yeah, where you get like really anxious about things, that is like a sensitivity to your divine soul and spirit and everything as well, and it's something to actually be broken through, not stayed away from. You know, the longer we go away from these things, the more it comes to us, until we're finally left with this big ball of anxiety thing that we have to go through. And then once we get through it, we're like, fucking hell, like it really helped me to become something. So yeah, there was that. I thought of the shaking as how can I put it? I felt like I was breaking open. So like I'm being like shook like this. Is like, and my literal vibration, if I can imagine myself as all particles are shaking like this together, and then like from being like this, then like separating almost. So I'm like, my mind, I'm imagining what my metaphysical body looks like as I'm vibrating, like the particles are all separating, and in space in between those is where all the growth is happening. So I'm growing, and I swear to you, it's crazy. This is gonna sound crazy, but in that time I really felt like I was growing taller. And I don't know, like, you know, I know for people that do the neck stretching Kundalini stuff and everything, that really does, that gives them length to their body. So I'd like to think that, even though I've not tested that theory, that maybe I'm a little bit taller than I was before, maybe because my body is now stretched out and I'm feeling like, well, open. It's just open, spiritually and physically. So everything now I have to learn, because obviously if I'm gonna if I'm going to be awakened and I'm going to be stronger, not only do I need a stronger mental frame, but I also need a strong physical frame as well. So I need the capacity to be able to fit in that strength that I need to get the muscles, that I need to be able to get up and do the work every day that I need to do. Yes, that's one of my first things, was shaking. Another one, my husband can attest to this, he gets this and I get to, is the pain in the back pain, especially lower back pains. What do you think that is, Andy?
I think that it's like your Kundalini coming through your chakras, breaking through to go into your crown chakra. So what it's doing is trying to open up. What else can I tell you? Just it gives you more energy to wake up and do stuff like anything that you're interested in. Like for example, me, I like drawing and stuff. Yeah, it's like helping me like achieve them goals, especially spreading awareness, getting into like exercising and stuff like that. It just pushes you more, you know.
Yeah. So what I saw of this baby, yeah, is you know what you were saying before, you mentioned a good point of saying like Kundalini rising, this is what happens, yeah. So as energy travels through us, it's traveling from our base chakras all the way right up into our crown, and this is where we start to experience awakening when we cleared all of those chakras by doing all of these activities that we need to do in everyday life, like working hard for purpose, like forgiving as well, like forgiving ourselves so that we combat our own anger, like getting rid of our ego so that we can give love, you know, like really accepting the griefs that we have of part of our life's experiences that help us from move from one to the next. So these are all activities, things that we can do to help us clear our chakras. And once that happens, then this energy is traveling throughout your body from your base chakra up. So your base chakra is just like boom, it's just like under attack right now at this moment. This is the simplest way that I can put it. And you're getting like a lot of those that energy, so it's like literally getting into your back, but it's, as Andy said, that it's a dimensional thing. So not only are we seeing here that you're getting that pain, we're getting what I was talking before about that stretching, the body is stretching, it's also giving you the motivation to get up and to do that. Your back's hurting, so you're not going to lie down, because if you lie down, you're just going to lie there with the pain. You need to get rid of it. This is a lesson. So you see, the strengths come to us in lessons as well. Your back is like, you know, like, oh, I need to stretch my back. So now you actually get up, you learn a couple stretches first of all, you learn a couple that's good for you. You might even want to try and do some stretches with your partner. I mean, Andy and I, we do some stretches together, you know, just really, it brings us together a lot as well. You know, being able to help each other. I massage him, he massages me. So there's a lot of deep connections that are happening there in this pain. So you see, this is a big part of this awakening process, that our bodies have been, our bodies and our spirit have been under attack for a long time. And we've not been able to feel the pain of that because our soul has just been asleep. So though we are here and we experience it, and she probably experiences it more than we do, we are like her, sleeping. So now as we wake up, we're like, what the fuck? There's all these pain in the world. And we get to experience just like a little bit of that pain. Yeah. So yeah, we get to experience just a little bit of that pain. So it's a great mercy, actually, as well. If you can become aware of that, you can realize how actually important even that lesson is, to let us know that ourselves, we are merciful, so that when we have any instances in life, things that are going to happen next on our journey, when we might be attacked, when we may be made to feel ostracated for who we are, you know, this is the sickness that tries to draw us back in to stay as we are, so that we don't rise. But it's just sickness. It can't survive. We are much stronger than sickness. So yeah, I'll finish this point and we'll start a new one maybe, just to keep them a bit separated. But yeah, so yeah, we will come up out of that, and we really need each other now to like understand some of these things that's happening. Oh yeah, so that's it. We need to understand the way that works, so that we can become resilient. That's it, sorry. So we can be resilient against the attacks. So you see, so these are some of the other things as well. Okay, should I give you this one more before the next video? The other thing as well is other symptoms, before I forget, because it's important. Loss of memory. We're used to being really like, see, I'm doing it right now. It's happening. As a point, yeah, really quite eloquent with our words, knowing the right words, and then we're all tongue twisted. We don't know what to say. You know, we don't have the words at the time. Our memories go completely blank. We think, what the hell? What the heaven? Sorry. What is this? Why can I not just vocalize and say what I want to say? Same thing as like the last point. We're going to be under attack. We're going to be made to try and stay down. But that push to come through that and to speak your mind and be clear against yourself. So we're training, ourselves are training. So these are all symptoms of awakening. You think she just wakes you up and puts you out in the world and says, go and be out in the world and that's it. Here's real life. How the fuck are we going to be prepared for that? The awakening process is a part of that preparation. Okay, so I'm going to finish this video on that note, and we'll move on to the next video in just a couple minutes. And I think we're going to continue with, we're going to start to feel with migraines.